Hello everyone. Today I am going to show a full run of Pygmalion. And we'll do this in
I'll show
normal
the
mode.
folks back home what's possible.
I just want to highlight kind of how I tend to play the game, what I see, what I look for, any tips or tricks that I've noticed. So, first and foremost, wow. They gave me literally nothing. There's nothing on here that I can really build or scale into anything decent. Or that I can use to win early on. Okay. I'll just go with the pickles. Yeah, at least I can get some small items to sell out of those later. Um, Normally when you're picking your item, you want to get something that will help you get through the first few days of fights. Before you pivot into something better. But we just weren't getting that at all. Um, so, just a caveat, I'm going to post this win or lose, but it is not looking good so far. Alright, so, uh, normally I don't like to go into the shops early on until at least day 5, unless I really need to find something to finish filling out my board. Instead, I'm going to focus on experience and economy. Skills, absolutely avoid them. Don't even bother looking at a skill vendor until you get to day 6, because you will not find anything worth getting. So, I'm just gonna go with the banana bill. It's a free win, and who knows? Maybe I can use the tape for a little while. Could potentially save me in some of these fights. So, banana belt is easy fight. Doesn't matter what you put on the board. I could have nothing on the board, and the sandstorm's gonna come and ensure that I get the victory here. There's a couple day 1 fights where that's not guaranteed. So Kyber, if you have an empty board, yeah, you can beat Kyber just barely with the sandstorm. But if you have a non-damaging item that can be slowed out there, chances are you're gonna lose that one. So be careful. So let's hope we get the duct tape, duct tape, duct tape.
Come too far
Yeah.
to let you
And
stop.
we got a Piggle to go along with it, help activate it. So it's not really something, but it's not nothing either. Let's get a little health. So having more health than your opponent can help ensure you go to the sandstorm phase and win it, if that ends up happening. I'm just gonna get the experience. Again, open up the board and give me a little bit more health. So here I have a choice. I want to save my money. I could go for health, but I don't think so. I'm just gonna save my money to try to invest in some economy going forward. And there's not really any great options on here. There's the experience, but preferably this early for the first few days. I want to grab the 2 income options, but that is not here. So I'm just gonna grab scrap and throw it on my duct tape, hoping that that will help me get by. Because every time these activate, then they're going to get me a little bit of shield going on. And, you know, 3-second 13 shield, nothing to sneeze at for your very first fight.
You do see these tusks, right?
Alright, so it looks like we're going to be shield on shield. They also have 3 seconds on an 18 shield. However, I get extra activations from the Piggles. I don't know if it's going to be enough. We're going to have to see how this works out. My guess is I'm going to win from the extra health that we got. So let's take this sandstorm and see what happens. Yeah, I think this is pretty convincingly my win, just from that extra health, from the level up and chocolate bars.
Oh, you've got potential. I bet I'll see you again.
And here we go, another pickle. I'm gonna throw it right here so it's next to the duct tape, getting that activated. I have nothing on the board. I could still go for the experience here, but I do want to grab some items. I want to get something on the board. Not exactly what I wanted. I'll just grab the experience here. Tent City Mayor. As long as you can beat the shield output and damage between the dog and the temporary shelter, total of about 42 every 6 seconds, you win. This is a guaranteed win. And it gives some good stuff. You can normally run temp shelter, dog, augmented weaponry, or augmented defenses. Any of these 4 will give you a pretty good shot at winning your first, let's call it 4 days of fights. After that, some builds will start to get a little bit busted, so you can't just rely entirely on that. But that will help you get through as you build your economy and try to get into your whatever it is you're trying to do long term.
You seem like a nice person. Maybe too nice.
There we go. We got the temp shelter. So all of the items that you get from the Tent City Mayor tend to work on the sell small items, get bonus, and that's good because we got the pickles going on here. We can just sell some of these pickles and we'll be happy. Alright, so now it's day 2. We're gonna have to start putting something better on the board. You can't just go in with duct tape and pickles anymore. You gotta get some real damage. Something scaling or heavy hitting to start with. We got a little bit of money in the bank, not a lot, but a little bit. And here's a silver item vendor. Silver item vendors are usually pretty good. You can get something to work with there. Oh. But not this time. Alright, I'm gonna... Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. This is, I didn't really get the economy items I wanted. So now I gotta make a choice. Lemonade stand and pawn shop are both good for stacking health. Lemonade stand is permanent health, whereas pawn shop is only good as long as you have it on the board. However, pawn shop also acts as a bank because when you sell items it gains value. Then we have Pig's Gym, which is also a bank and gaining health, and it increases the damage of our items on board, but you only get the benefits of the bank and the health gain and build up that amount of damage scaling from it when you're buying weapons, which means that early on you have to devote all your time and effort into going into shops and looking for cheap weapons to buy and sell so you can scale this up and get the health, get the effects from it. So now we got to make the choice. Are we going small item sales? So we could beef up the temp shelter from selling small items and also gain health from the lemonade stand, or do we want to get one of the bank items that make us force us to continue to use this on board, and or go weapons for buy sell stuff that we're not going to use? I'm gonna since we already have the temp shelter, I'm gonna go with the lemonade stand. It's a toss-up. It's like how you want to play. That's up to you. But this is how I'm gonna play it. So now that we have both these items on here, we can start to sell some things. And we can play around this. Piggles I want to keep because that gives us free piggles we can sell. That will beef up, get us extra health, get us extra shield. Let's see. I don't need to keep it on board though, so I can put a heal item here that will help us stack up the golf clubs well. We're doing our shields, so let's call that good. Excuse me, I don't know if you heard that, but I sneezed. Alright, now we have the opportunity here to go ahead and drop a temp shelter and just get that on board. I think we'll keep the bonsai next to the duct tape because it's a little faster acting. We'll sell that out, get the health, and decide where we want to go from here. This is only a bronze upgrade, and all of our items that we really care about are already silver. We don't want a stone, we don't want a med kit. I could go with the XP, but to be honest, 14 gold is just a lot more valuable right now, so we're going to take that. Looking here, we have a monster ranch. We're not looking for items, we have a full board, something that might be competitive for day 2. And we don't want to get free stuff, so we'll just we'll go for the monster loot because you spend 8 gold. As soon as you sell these, you get your gold back, but you get the effects of having used them. So in this case, I'm going to sell the scrap to beef up my duct tape, and also the temp shelter, so you get the small item bonus from that, and the health, so 3-way bonus. And I'm going to keep the insect wing because I think there's something better I could use that on later on. So we're going to keep that in the bank for now and move forward with our day 2 fight. And it's one weapon Vanessa. How surprising! Saving the embers in case they get the burn enchanted cutlass or weather glass. Maybe they could pivot out of one weapon, but they got the silver crow's nest. I'm assuming day 1, so chances are they're gonna stick with that. Doesn't make a difference to us though. They have no scaling. We have damage scaling, and we have a good bit of shield. We way overshield their damage, and we have more health than them. So this is an easy win. Easy win.
Oh, don't let this get you down. Eyes on the prize, huh?
Alright. So, again, we don't want to go into vendors yet. Not for a couple more days. So, we have small items on the board. We just gotta sell this pickles to make room so we can get our free chocolate bars. Feed the pigs some chocolate. And, so these, 10 health, but from the lemonade stand, they're doubled. We're getting 20 health from each of these. That's a free 100 health, plus we stack up our temp shelter. I'll go for the extra HP and money. And now we gotta decide, what are we going for? And the answer, I think there's nothing I want from the challenger. I'll just go after this apprentice.
I can win.
We got enough shield, we don't have to worry about their burn effects. And sometimes you do have to be careful with the apprentice. If you have just enough damage to get them to half health and not a lot of defenses, the apprentice can be pretty nasty and steal one of your NPC victories early on, so just keep that in mind. I'm really hoping for a viral
Believe
play
you'll
here.
win.
There we go.
I can already see all the treasures I'll put here.
Alright, and now we got a level up decision to make. So this one, 10% health, these are really nice, but not this early, because look, all you're getting is 77 health. If you do spare change, you're getting 50 health already just by selling those into the lemonade stand, plus you're beefing up your temp shelter an extra 50 shield, and you get 5 gold on top of it. Way better option than 77 health. Then we have landlord. We can get money and eventually get a cash out option and spend that. You get 25 health for each gold that you put into that. Or we can go for scavenger hunt and get some loot items. However, these loot items, it's before day 6 or 7, so these are going to be low level bronze. I think it's day 4 you start to see silver, so we don't really want the loot items, even though you can sell them and get some buffs. There's a lot of items that we don't really need yet. Burn, poison, ammo, powder horns. No, we don't want any of that. So this is really just between gold and the small items spare change. And to be honest, I think we're going with the spare change because we want to get the extra effects of selling those, which is the health and buffing up our temp shelter. You can always go economic
Hello,
items.
my friend.
ATM, this will put an extra item on board, get a little bit of
Harvest
shield,
will
not
come
much,
soon.
and a fixer
A
upper
wise
can always be
investment,
nice to
Mr.
just
Pygmalien.
hang around, because if you hold this for a few days, that's just free gold. The only problem is you're now flooding out your storage area, and if you end up getting spare change or chocolate bars again, you might have to sell this early to have room to fit them in, so just keep that in mind. If that does happen though, I'm more likely to just sell the ATM. Alright. Okay, here we go. We got some chocolate bar. I'm sorry, gumballs. Oh, I'm slightly tempted by the heal item, but not really. This is 80 health and 80 shield on our temp shelter. You can't say no to this. Plus, I mean, those yellow ones add a little bit of shield to your duct tape, and the green ones add an extra 10 health, so it's gumballs just help. Blue ones, when you get them, can get some crit onto your temp shelter, so crit and shield is a good thing. Alright, now we got our day 3 fight. We got pretty good health. We got some decent shielding. A little bit of scaling from healing for the damage on here. Not a lot, but a little. That's why I was looking into possibly getting the other heal item, but this is better. However, if they have a good poison, which they don't, we may have been in trouble. And I don't see a lot of scaling here. No. I think this is an easy win. If it had been poison, we may have been in trouble. Or even if there was a very strong day 3 burn dually, if they'd gotten all the items they needed to get it rolling, that could have been trouble too. But damage dually with no scaling, no problem. We'll just finish this out. So, starting around here, day 4, day 5, we're gonna want to find something other than just our pack shield and stay alive strategy. We need to get some kind of damage option because pacifist does not work for long. It's still too early to go after skills. We got a little money. We can look into weapons and see.
Buy my weapons, and you might.
So first off, I'm just gonna take that briefcase.
Use it well. Make me proud.
And sell it because we get all our money back, plus 2 free small items to sell for lemonade stand and the temp shelter. I'm really considering this. However, we don't have a way to haste it. And without haste, there's no point because you can't kill your opponent off a silver double whammy. It's just, the game doesn't go long enough. You do 20% of damage to them every 12 seconds. Alright, I'm not gonna get it. Okay. Okay. I might have something here.
And when you carry my weapon, I fight alongside you.
Okay, so we got a silver regal blade. This can be stacked up. We still have time in the day before we get to our next fight to buy and sell some weapons. It's still early. We'll see a lot of bronze weapons. I can even take and sell this one if I want to.
Come back and tell me.
Spend 2 gold to get 20 damage on there. And we also got a laser security system. So every time the temp shelter or the ATM pop off, this is going to be scaling in damage. I think we want to move the ATM over next to the duct tape so we get more activations there. And now we decide, I think I'm going to go with the golden experience here. And we'll play out with the brawler.
What you looking at?
I always go for the brawler. I see a brawler, I go for it because of the energy potion. You get an energy potion, you upgrade it to gold, you find a powder flask so you can put 1 or 2 extra ammo into this thing, and this will be your haste solution for the entire game. For 1 small slot. There is nothing more powerful than this. So this is why I will always go after a brawler. I hope you get this. As you can see here, our shield is just stacking. We will outshield this guy, no problem.
Pretty strong. You looking for work? Not all Pygmalien. More is more, I always say.
Okay, now we have an option. Ooh, and it's a tough one. We can go for a lot of gold, or we go for a silver upgrade. And I think it's obvious which one we go. We have to go to silver upgrade. But now we have a choice to make. Are we going to go all in on the Regal Blade, buy and sell weapons to try to get this stacked? Or are we going to go all in that temp shelter and hope to get a good sealed damage option later on, or maybe a higher level double whammy? in the meta, it's probably better to go with the Regal Blade, but I'm not gonna do that. I don't like Regal Blade. I'm not a fan of the Regal Blade's playstyle, so I'm gonna go with the Temp Shelter. And we are rewarded right afterwards with some gumballs. So let's do our gumballs. Stack that health, stack that shield, stack that health, stack that shield. This is how you play the pig. Alright, by all rights, I should be going to chocolate bars, but I'm kind of full here. I don't have space for it, and I'm not ready to sell the fixer-upper for another day or two. So, I think we either take the free item. Yeah, we have to. We do not have enough gold to go shopping around, so we are taking our free item. Okay. I really want to save this. But our temp shelter's getting stacked. And this is kind of our one condition, keeping us alive. So I'd really prefer to have a knee brace before using it, but we're just going to go ahead and use it. That'll knock half a second off the activation. Give us a little more space in here to work with. And we'll go into our next fight. It's another dually. Another damage dually. Okay. They do have some ramping. Actually, they're relying on the core for most of their ramping, which means that the core is not getting a huge number of activations. Huh. Okay. But it is getting pretty hot and heavy. Those numbers are starting to get up there. I'm not a happy camper with that. We're gonna have to hope that that sandstorm comes in quick, and nope, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I think this is game over for us. Boom. And that's why some people go with the Regal Blade. You get a Regal Blade that can hit that one shot. None of the rest of this matters. Alright. I really like regen. But that 5 regen option, if you get it in your day 1, day 2, go for it, because that will win your fights for you. You get it day 5, that's not really gonna be as impactful. So I'm gonna get extra shield on my shield items. It helps out with the duct tape quite a bit. Now we have an option for more health, or we can start looking at silver items. I don't want to buy and sell silver weapons because that's expensive. So we either go for the free health or we do chocolate bars, but I don't have space for the chocolate bars, so it's gonna be free health here. Alright. I would probably go Mod Squad for the experience. Rocket Trooper for the potential grab the silver boots. But there's something I want to try that the Saber-Tooth could help me out with. And that's this right here, Diamond Fangs. Your small diamond tier items have their cooldowns reduced by 30%. If I can upgrade my Piggles to diamond and get a bunch of diamond Piggles, I will have them all activating at 2.1 seconds without any cooldown reduction. So there's a lot of things that you can do with that. So I'm gonna give this a shot. If I get it, I can try to make that work. If not, then we'll look into getting something else working. Because just stacking shield alone is not enough to win your fights from day 6 on. And
You
we didn't
gotta
get it.
know what you're
We get
fighting for.
the pelt. Ooh, another silver tier. You know what? I really don't like Regal Blade. I'm going to use... that's a lot of money. I'm going to use that to upgrade our lemonade stand so that we get 20 health for every small item we sell. I can go for the small items, or I can go for monster loot. The thing is, monster loot, there's not much in the loot other than cooldown reduction that we want at this time. I don't want burn, I don't want poison. Actually, yeah, we're just gonna go small
I
items.
would never debase my wares by haggling.
Alright,
You want to buy that?
business card is good.
Excellent choice.
Put it next to the fixer-upper. Maybe get some extra money when we sell it tomorrow. Hatchet is amazing because you get all your money back and you sell 2 small items. That nets you 40 health and 20 shield.
Shall I gift wrap it for you? Remember, diamonds come in small boxes. Tell everyone you got it here.
There's nothing. Like, I could still keep searching. Maybe try to find some weapons, build this up, all that. Or I could go for income. No.
Hi, I'm Quixel, Master Merchant.
There we
or
go.
something.
Kukri.
On behalf of the Grand Society of blah blah blah.
Help increase this Regal Blade a little.
Okay, now sell me something.
Washer Wally. I
Something
want to
huge.
get rid of this bonsai. I want to get that Washer Wally because this, we got 2 properties on board. 3 times activation, 3 times duct tape. I do not want a model ship. It's not a small item. It's not a weapon.
I guess I made a sale.
Yo-yo, I could keep that in case of getting, say, a vineyard or something where you want to go an infinite route, but I've already got so much invested in this temp shelter. You know what? They say there's nothing as permanent as a temp shelter, and the reason is by the time you get to the point where you can get something better, you're kind of pretty invested in it. Look at that, 700 shield. So I don't think I'll be going the infinite route. We'll just sell that for a bit more. This could be interesting. Lion's Cane, when you level up, you get 100 extra max health. That deals 10% of your max health every 6 seconds, which is about the same speed as the Regal Blade. However, that's going to scale with your life. So I really like this. I really, really like this. I would do one of 2 things. I would sell the ATM for this, but that's going to reduce my Washer Wally and what I get on the laser security system. Or I can replace the Regal Blade. And if I do that... Basically, it deals a little more damage than the Regal Blade now, but having both on board would do a lot more damage. Oof. I think I get enough shielding from this. I don't need to worry about the duct tape and the Washer Wally that much. But also, if you do that, there's no point having the security system because it's not going to activate very much. And I don't want to sell this yet. I want to wait till tomorrow because that's when I get an extra 12 gold out of it. Conundrums, conundrums. Alright. I think I'm gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna Lion's Cane. And then I'm gonna health stack. And to do that, I'm going to probably sell both the laser and the Regal Blade.
Midsworth says I have to trade even when I don't care.
We will drop the Pickles again onto the board on this. I don't think I'm gonna win because I'm mostly relying on shielding, only a little bit damage from the cane. So this is probably lost for us, but we have the items on here to help us get going. Tomorrow we can sell this, get money in the bank, and continue with our small item journey, which will be getting us health, which will stack the Lion Cane. So let's go into it, let's see what happens.
Are you sure? Noticed I'm huge?
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
Yeah, they definitely have more damage on board, and this Vanessa's pretty high HP for Vanessa. Probably took all the health options that she could get. We are shielding pretty well. They're slowly building up fire, but they'll probably have to get it to about 200 to kill us, and I don't see that happening. So we're gonna win this by Sandstorm. What I'd really like is a force field. If I could get one of those, I'd be busting heads open.
Defeat does not defeat me.
A little bit of lag in the Sandstorm there.
Now that was now that's quality.
Okay, so let's go forward, and we have a Pigless to sell. Alright, Fixer Upper, sold. Clears out our board, get some money, and got a choice to make. Do we go property and hope to get an upgrade on the lemonade stand, another ATM, or do we just go chocolate? I think the answer is clear. We just go chocolate. Each chocolate is 30 health, so that's 150 health. Adds 15 damage to Lion Cane, and we're stacking the temp shelter. Work at the docks. I'm going to look either for shields or weapons. Let's go for weapons. Nope.
Paying it back is tomorrow.
So he stacks up, but he doesn't really have a lot of regen. So all we gotta do is hope that we survive long enough, either get to Sandstorm or for the cane to do its job before he gets too stacked. And I think we'll be good. We should have the Sandstorm coming any moment now. Temp shelter for the win. If I get some crit on this, there'll be a lot of shield on board. It's just a little bit slow, that's all. And I've not seen anything to help with fixed items. But that's the problem. If you were going for the small items, you grab all the gumballs, you grab all the chocolate bars, you're not gonna see a lot of things that are really gonna help you out. So it's it kind of locks you in to a certain playstyle. I am lagging really hard right here. I apologize for that.
Believe you'll win, and you'll win, but not against me.
Okay, we just leveled up, got some health, increased the damage there, and we got a choice to make. We have a choice to make. It's basically 3 loot items, or you spend all your money for some extra health. And that's the thing with the cane. Sometimes you get into a position where you do that. You spend all your money hoping to get the 10%ers later on, just stack, stack, stack. And then you have no money to buy anything for the whole rest of the game. I don't want to get stuck in that, so we're gonna go loot items. We get some money. We get some money back from that, and we also get health from selling all the small items. We'll put shield on the temp shelter. So let's go ahead and see what they have for economic items.
In your eye. I can work with that.
So property value does not help currently with the temp shelter. The cooldown helps. 10% cooldown, and that's probably worthwhile. However, it would have to take off the ATM for it. That'll slow down activating the duct tape, which, to be honest, I mean, the temp shelter's worth more shielding wise. However, that makes your board more susceptible to freeze and slow, because balcony cannot be frozen or slowed, and we'll be taking ATM off the board. I'm not gonna do it.
Without risk.
We're level 6. I'm gonna wait one more level before we start
Don't have
looking for
scales.
skills.
I can
So I'll take a look around. Ooh. A shielded snow globe. That is interesting. That is very interesting. I'm gonna go for that. How am I gonna do this? Because this has to be adjacent. To the properties. That's okay. That basically replaced the washer Wally. Because it's got the shield on it instead of activating the duct tape. Adds freeze. And I don't have any freeze right now, so I think we'll go with that. Apply the merchant money to the washer wall in case we end up selling it later. I would get a textile and replace the ATM, but this is not a property. If it was a property, I would so take that, because that would make me proof against poison. And I'm about to run into some poison bills. Believe me. I might just take it to hold on to. And here we go. I know this globe is not going to freeze enough dually items to be worthwhile. If this was Vanessa or even Pig, that globe would be useful, but not against them. If this is a poison dually, I need some heal on board. More so than I need the tape. I think we need so Washer Wally that can help cleanse a little bit of the poison. Keep it from building up too quickly. This can heal me from the poison, keep me from dying right away, because poison's not going to damage our shield, so that can build up and do that. I just don't have a lot of damage. And that's the problem with getting invested in Lion Cane. Early on, if you can't stack up your health, you're not dealing much. So
I should warn you.
I don't think there's much else we can do but go into it and hope for the best. And it is poison. And it's Monitor Lizard with Rays. This is going to build up very quickly. I don't think I win this. I think there's too much poison here. And that heal is not going to be enough. Once it gets up to say 1,000 poison, there's nothing I can do because it'll kill me before the heal even pops off. Of course the Beta Ray is keeping my Washer Wally perma-frozen. It's the only small target for it. And here we go. We'll be dead in a couple seconds here, don't worry.
Well, I'll admit,
Aren't Monitor Lizards
was
nice?
impressive.
As a GSM and master merchant, I can,
Moving up in the world.
Okay. That's a little better. Multicast with the freeze for 2 seconds. That is pretty nice. So let's keep moving on. We will, of course, sell this for our money back and the effects. I can start looking for shield skills now. We're level 7. We might as well look around. We might see some gold skills in here, and here we have one. We do indeed have one, but this is not that great. This will give all my shields, what, 14? Even if I get to level 15 by the end, that's 30. However, this, every time the enemy uses a weapon, they're going to scale my shield. This could be useful against multi-weapon builds. It's half the price of that. I'm going to go with it.
Here's the enemy. Here's
Gives me some type of scaling.
Goes in the middle. Simple, right?
And here we go again. Another hard choice. There's a lot of money here. And this will start to give me some health damage for that. I think I need that money. Thug. It's always Thug. Always, always, always Thug. Why? 3 reasons why. First reason, spices. You get this, you turn your weapon into a monster. Bonk. You get this skill, this can help to shut down some infinity builds. And third reason, Thieves Guild Medallion. This is a, you use this, you raid the vault, that's a lot of money, with the possibility of getting some upgrade hammers to diamond out your items. So always go with the duck. I think I'm gonna have to restart my client. As you guys can see, I'm lagging out a little bit here. As soon as this fight is done, I'm gonna take care of that. Alright, sandstorm's coming here to put us out of our misery. Hopefully clear this out. It is so slow. You know what? I was about to pause and just restart it anyway, but you know what? It's going through. It's almost done. Here we go. What do we get?
I've come too far
The
to let
dagger! Toxic dagger. If you're low on money, you can use this. This is good. This can help you out. If you have a way to haste it, get that cooldown down, haste it up a little bit. That is some good gold you can add to usually NPC fights, but I'll take that and I will restart now. Alright, and we're back. I only have one large item. This isn't really worth pursuing right now. I don't know what other large items I would want to get, really, except maybe upgrade my lemonade stand. That didn't really help out too well. I think we're just gonna drop it. Make some room here. And decide if we're taking straight health or choco bars. We get 100 health for going for the choco bars, so... but we also stack the temp shelter. What a conundrum. Because I would have to make space. I would have to sell this, which means I don't use it. It's kind of late to use it. Toxic Dagger's an early item. This is too late to make it work. I don't think I'm going to really use duct tape that well, because I'd have to drop the property. So we'll do that. We'll go with the choco bars. We will get the silver choco bars. So we get the same amount of health, but we also get the benefit to our temp shelter. I'll take the spare change for now. Get health, get money, get shield. This is a much better target for our now upgraded snow globe. I don't think we'll run into a poison pig, or at least I've never really seen it. I'm sure you could make it work somehow. Okay. Yeah. So crit chance is not super high on the beast, so we're gonna out shield it alone, but they're gonna out heal us. So I guess our win here is just keep this frozen and rely on shield to win us the sandstorm, which is coming right now.
You can learn a lot from losing.
Alright. Sell the pickles. Chocolate bars. Again, we'll go silver. 200 health. 50 to the shelter. Spare change. See, we're kind of getting locked in here. Kind of getting locked in. 2 spare change, then upgrade all my spare change, which basically means I'll have some money, or I can start really going into the health. I don't want to spend all that money yet, so I'm probably just going to take the free health option. Ah, that was a misplay. I should have sold the spare change first and get the multiplier on that, but that's okay. Let us go for the Guardian, because I'm not sure I can kill the Vortex before his storm gets stacked. Washer Wall is helping here keep that poison cleansed, so as slow as the poison application is, I really don't have to worry about it from this guy. I've been really unlucky with economic items. Normally I'd have twice this money by now as a pig and twice this health. So I'm feeling a bit weak here, especially going later on trying to rely on a health stacking weapon. I don't know how well this is going to work out. And it's too late to go buy and sell small items from the small item vendor because they're going to be expensive. Let's look around and see what our options are. Weights could be nice if we had the stuff to work with it, but I really don't. Oh. Ooh. Somebody stop me. I like a matchbox. I really like a matchbox. If I can find a way to get this stacked, if I can find a way to get this up to 7, 8 burn, I can find a way to probably make it work. We got some multicast on the board. I could make that work.
You see landfill,
And
I see buried treasure.
here's the curio. When you sell this, give your items 1 value. I don't think I need value on my board items, so I'm probably not going to go that route. Instead, we're going to go with the clockwork blades, insect wings.
Bazaar. That's been sitting there 20 years.
I'm going to sell these just because they're cheap small items. The reason I'm not selling those cooldowns yet is I'm hoping there might be a knee brace. Knee brace is this nifty thing.
Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
I think ETM is the one least likely to stay on the board long term. So we'll put the knee brace down. That increases the cooldown of the items by 1 second. So that when you use this, it when you sell this, you get cooldown reduction, and it's slightly more effective if they have a higher cooldown when you start. So now I gotta decide what gets the wing. Do you want to go for the damage, or the shield, or the freeze? I really like the freeze. Okay, and now we can go for the rest of our items.
Hooey!
Actually,
That's a bargain.
there's one more. This will do all of them. There we go. 5.3, 5.6, 3.9, 5.8. I thought that would be lower. Okay. Crit.
Warms my rusty circuits to see that
Heal.
final.
I don't really have a slow yet.
Well,
So
you're
I'll just
doing
buy
your
these.
part to clean up the bazaar.
I think it's obvious. We want the crit on the shield. Keep us alive longer.
That's been sitting there 20 years, waiting for you.
I want that on the globe. If I had any slow at all, even a slow enchant, I would go with that too, but I don't have anything. And luckily this is a pig we're facing. So snow globe should come in handy, keeping them locked down a little bit.
I'm huge. My people believe in peace. Boring!
He's got a fast addle, but he's scaling our shield, and we got some freeze. And he doesn't have lifesteal, but he does have heal. I'm guessing he can out heal our damage. I'm gonna have to hope that we end up scaling our shield into this sandstorm, which it looks like we're doing. Every time the addle hits, which is every second, it's giving 3 extra shields to all of our shield items. And the shield at Snow Globe is the one that matters most because it's
Next time I'll
multicast.
show you what I learned from this. Now that was invigorating.
I'd really like to upgrade this if I could. Alright, we'll take the XP. We want to look for more upgrades. I think I'm gonna take... I'm gonna take scrap. This should be gold scrap, and I can throw this onto the snow globe. I really want... You know what, I'll go medium.
Nothing tiny,
I'll hope for
nothing
another
huge.
snow globe or an upgrade
All
on
about
Lion's Cane.
moderation.
Ooh. That's tough. Is it worth 50% health to lose the multicasts there, but gain more damage here? And the answer is I
If it's
think
not
it
right for you,
probably
bring it back.
is.
I want you to be happy.
Every hour, get a gumball. Like, one gumball every hour is better than pickles, and it doesn't look like we're gonna upgrade the pickles. We didn't get anything good for it, so let's do this. We'll grab the extra health. That'll boost our damage here.
I used to offer a free ride home, but people thought it was weird.
I don't think this is gonna work. We're not getting... We haven't gotten any cinders at all this whole game. And, we're pretty heavy down the shield health stack route, so I think we just gotta sell that out. gonna get some damage scaling. I didn't think about that. I hope I can get some lucky freeze in. Because I need 2 more hits. And if they get 2 stacked... No, I've got the health. I'm fine. They did get through my shield with the ramping damage, but they
Not
didn't.
all
They barely touched my
Pygmalions
health.
are pacifists.
Gumball. Ooh. Yeah. Get that health. Gold tier items. I have some gold tier items. I might look for an upgrade. And there we get it. There's the snow globe. Oof. Freeze 2 for 3. That's not bad. Plus your shield. I don't have a lot of value, so that's not worthwhile. I'll take one more look, and we get the Lion Cane. That doubles our damage.
That's quality.
Absolutely. Redonkulous. Okay. Perfect. Exactly what we needed to continue this run. Exactly. Free gumball, sell it. I'll get the free small weapon. Ooh, we got a gavel. Shielded gavel is really nice, especially this diamond shielded gavel, but I would have to drop the Washer Wally for it. I think that's worth it. I kind of think that's worth it. I feel like I'm going to have the most health. There's a few pigs I'll meet out there with less health than me, but not many. So I think we do that. I think we gavel. We're gaveling. I hope it doesn't come back to bite me, but we're gaveling.
See these tusks, right?
Alright, they don't have lifesteal. It's not a one weapon build, so I think we're good, dude. I think we're just good.
Oh, you've got potential. I bet you
Ooh. Do we gavel? Do we belt? I really feel like belt might be the right option. I think we get more damage from belt than we do from the gavel.
moving up in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, it's belt. Okay. I need to make room for chocolate. I want to eat like a freaking pig. That's what I do. I'm a pig. I'm gonna pig out. I really don't want to drop the knee brace, but you know what? Give me my chocolate. Oh no! Lost one to the gumball. I don't think regen even helps here, but you know what? I'll take it. Slow should... yeah, he's gonna have trouble getting through my shield. And it only takes a few hits to knock him out. Freeze is pretty useful. All I need is a few more seconds and this is over. Boom. That would be nice.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Alright, so we're at the point where the free health is now more than the money spent health, so we're just gonna do that. Go for health, health for days. Stack this health like you never. Oh, Curio!
Recycle. Relax.
Alright, we're just buying and selling all the small items. That's all we're doing.
Reuse everything.
Every small item. I don't care what it is. You buy it, you sell it, because that is health, that is
That's a
damage,
bargain.
that is shield.
Well, you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar. That's been sitting there 20
I think it's
years,
time we
waiting
focus
for you.
on the Lion's Cane
Warms my rusty circuits to
for
see that final.
cooldown. We want him hitting faster, harder, finish this quicker. Is this worth 4 for 4 on the globe? I
Trash
don't
is
really
tragedy.
think it is, but
Reuse everything.
I want to do it anyway. Alright, let's see that
Speed up,
fence.
bulk up, get solid. That's right.
You know, regen's nice because I don't have any heal. I've got nothing to protect against poison right now. Except my huge health bar. I'm hoping we start getting more skills now. I don't have much in the way of skills. They haven't presented many. So I'm hoping they start coming.
I should warn you. I have other troubles.
I gotta save some money for that. I can't be all buy sell the entire time or I won't have anything to buy those skills with.
Boring.
Is this a poison pig?
Well, I guess
It
motivation
is,
isn't everything.
but I don't think it matters. One hit does it.
No hard feelings, right?
Gumball heaven. Let's do it. Just from, you know, gumballs, I got 9% on the temp shelter, plus the 5 for 1 crit medallion. I'm going with the free ones now. Remember to sell that extra one there before you do it. Alright, I'm just gonna max out my HP, so I'm going for the hardest monsters now just to get the max HP. So that I can level up as much as possible and get as much HP as possible and stack the Lion Cane as much as possible.
I've come too far to let you stop me.
Look at this. 2,000 health. Yes, please. And thank you. Spare change. Give it to me. Free small item. Let's do it. Already to day 9. It's gonna start getting dangerous here. I'm not sorry, not day 9, but our 9th our fight for 9th victory. We're day 11.
My dreams are
Ah,
for you to steal.
okay. A burn with solar farm and a burn friend. Is this a dually? What's going on? You know what? I don't think it matters because they could not get through our shield and burn down that health pool before we just caned him to the head. Knocked him right out. Alright. Ooh, this is a tough one. Do we go for Curio? Or we go for Fins? Fins is only 5% health. Curio is forever. I might get a little bit extra cooldown reduction off the Curio. So I think we have to. And there it is right there. Extra crit too.
Warms my rusty
So we just buy sell all the smalls. Crit's getting up.
That's been sitting there 20 years.
We'll go ahead and use the wing on the cane. Make that tiny bit faster. I don't think that's gonna be much.
Now that's a bargain. While you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
Oh, well, we got a little bit off. A little bit.
Louis, now that's a bargain.
Diamond skills.
I am
Okay,
eager to test
I'm
your
gonna spend all
abilities
my money right
and
here
to
if I get a good one.
improve them immeasurably.
That's really good. But I only have one fight left. There's not a lot of leveling I'm gonna do. Rapid Thaw. Very good. This'll help protect me from too much freeze. Oh, so these three are good. I don't think emergency seal's best in this case. If I had a shielded bonk item, I would totally go for that. But I don't. My higher shield item doesn't deal damage. And if I get to half health, using that one more time probably won't save me. Desperate Freeze. This could take half the burn and poison off the table, as well as remove all freeze and slow and give me a shot at finishing the fight. And this one, this just helps reduce the freeze in the first place, so I don't get perma-frozen. Doolies. I really think it's between these two, and it's kind of a toss-up. I think Rapid Thaw might be the play. Because Desperate Freeze, again, you're at half health by the time this kicks in. That means whatever they've been doing, it's been working. And if they've been freezing and slowing you, chances are they're not going to stop. And it only cleanses half the burn and poison, so if they get you to half health already, that's still a lot of burn and poison. Even half of what got you to half health is a lot, and they're still going to build on it. This could help keep me in the fight initially, keep me from getting frozen out long enough to apply the bonk and move forward, so I'm going to go with that. We're going to go with our health upgrade.
I assume you're here to get it.
Already at 30,000. It'd be nice to get Diamond Belt, but you know. Almost enough to one-shot him, but not quite.
You have started a war today. Believe you'll win, and you'll win, but not against me.
And we got the gumballs. I'm basically using all of my money here to buy these gumballs. We got one, a free one from there. So let's use all these, get what we get. Each one is health, each one is shield. Some of them are crit. got 1 extra skill. I'm willing to sell these to buy the skill if it's a good one, because it's basically the end. We only got 1 fight left in us. Shield items have 20, not worth it. Shield item has 50, not worth it. First time you use a large item, heal 20% of health. Maybe. You know what? I'm gonna reroll. I think we can do better. First time fall between below half health, get 20% shield. If when you crit with an item, it gains 10% crit. I'm not gonna use these enough to where I can really stack crit. I think this backup defense is 20% extra shield when I hit half health. That's like 6,000 shield. If I'm burning down to half health, that can buy me a few extra seconds to be able to get my hit off. So I think that's it. That's the play. We'll get rid of our lemonade stand. We'll buy that. We'll get 1 more health upgrade. We're now at 37,000. Got a nice lion cane. This hits hard. We got a strong temp shelter. And we got some snow globe action going on. So let's see what we got. Can we finish this off?
Noticed I'm huge?
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
I think we do. It would be a one-shot, except their temp shelter's gonna hit before ours, so
Like
oh,
my crew
still
says
one
at the
shot.
bar. Another round.
Okay. Thanks for playing,
Go on.
Vanessa.
The elder told me.
I bet if that spices had got off, it would have gotten spicy, but it did not. So we walk away with the win. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I play my pig. Thanks for watching.